Ben, in the current environment, what should financial advisors, RIAs prioritize when it comes to technology to meet client needs and stay competitive?
Well, thanks for having me first, Greg. So look, the demographics are your friend here. We know that there's a significant trend around financial advice and demand for financial advice. Great wealth transfer on the horizon, going to move, 60, 70, $80 trillion from baby boomers to Gen X and millennials. And what advisors need is they really need a place that they can take their clients to really solve the needs of their full complexity: planning, investments, estate planning, taxes, banking, and lending. And that's really what we're focused on at BNY Pershing.
So the other thing we keep hearing about is an advisor shortage over the next decade. I don't know, 100,000 advisors are retiring, and that's why you're seeing so much consolidation, M&A in the industry. So what are some of the best practices when it comes to dealing with that, which is going to be happening over the next decade or so?
Yeah, it's really interesting. The advisor base has remained pretty consistent over the last decade plus, around 300,000 advisors in the marketplace. Hasn't really grown significantly. So, and it's amazing because it's a really rewarding career. You get to help people, you get to help individuals plan for retirement, sending their kids to college. It's financially rewarding. However, we need to find a way to make advisors more productive so they can serve more clients. It really starts with culture. You need to create an environment where motivated people can flourish, have access to training programs, to career pathing, bring in analysts, bring in interns, perhaps create a pipeline from universities so that you can really give an environment to the advisors to grow their business.
What about bringing in AI? Talk to me more about technology, because it sounds like people are going to have to do more with less, or at least less human capital.
Absolutely. AI is critically important. At BNY, we really think about it in terms of an opportunity to 10x our productivity. And that's the way advisors need to be thinking about it as well. One of the things that we do is we have a concept that's AI for everyone. Put AI in all of our staff's hands so that they can begin to experiment with it and use it in the way in which they work. And scale and productivity, advisors spend 80% of their time on non-client facing opportunities. We need to flip that so they can spend more of their time with clients and less on back office.
Well, with this wave of consolidation that's happening, a lot of it is private equity driven, you're seeing a lot of platforms merge. So how do you make sure that's going to be done efficiently?
Yeah, it's a really interesting thing. You talked about it. We see a tremendous amount of consolidation happening in the business, mergers and acquisitions, RIAs rolling up, and they all come with their own independent tech stack. So one model is to buy them and leave that in place, but the more prominent model of success that we see is true integration. You need to create one experience, one tech stack, one ability to serve clients in a really highly efficient and productive manner. And we see firms that integrate and leverage data at the core so that they can run the AI effectively, so that they can create interoperability, are really the ones that are winning in the marketplace.
And then finally, what are your expectations, not just for the rest of 2025, but for 2026 as well? Can the strong performance of the RIA sector, all that money that's heading in there from the private equity players, continue? Because it's been such a hot space, and which has been buoyed by a hot stock market.
Yeah, the trend is, again, your friend here. We do not see a slowdown at all in terms of the RIA market. Consumers want fiduciary, holistic planning and advice. There's a tremendous opportunity to leverage tools and technology and pick your partners like BNY to be able to get you all of the access to a deep and broad set of capabilities in a way that clients want to leverage the tools and technology.
All right, well, thanks for coming on and talking about it.
Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it.